comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they're spotted at the 49. And they get 17 more on that one, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Red, 38. Ready?
Once again, it's Swift. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. But Nick Benito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing. Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Set, ready. Set.
Now Love. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. The sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Love from the gun. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is no good. No good. Line to the left. And they'll remain down by 2. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this fourth quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Jackson will keep it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Are we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A gain of 14. First down, Chicago. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Jackson now. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jacobs now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Probably the reason you got trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized like in the thighs. Whipping on it like I'm picking a pride. I hit the crib where the crib collide. But really ain't tripping, we can get it right through the,
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Butker's kick here is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Their own 34-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Love. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Here's Love. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Love. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, catch a plane.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
It's rap, pixie dust, money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where.
When I saw your sister with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup, so if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck.